our dough, chaps. We've done our dough.
Hello, welcome back to Odds. So this will be a fast and furious week. The last 3 nights have been so much stuff on. Couldn't do the regular form analysis. So this morning, it was like hour and a half, 2 hours. What favourites can I find? What is the most safe? I just want to spend this 50 and get back close to. Doesn't have to be a big week. I guess we should recap last week. I've never had a week of so many winners, but probably should have maximised the profit a bit more. Got back 78 from the 50, but there was 7 winners and 2 place getters there. So even just at Flemington, Buklak race 2, and then obviously that was very short. Same with Marble 9, like $1.60 and $2.20 respectively. Then from a distance was really good, paid 5, picking that instead of the favourite Noble As. Bolt Sol was a close second, and then Bridal Waltz beating the money poured in for She's an Artist. It was like $2 into $1.40. Kept on coming. The Bridal Waltz was the one. The form was better than it looked. It won its division last time down the straight. So that ended up paying 14, blowing out to 14. We got it fixed at 9. Then Chocolates won, and Thinking Gold, the place bet that we had, came in for 4th. Wasn't far away, would have paid 20 for the place. The race after, I didn't back it. I didn't put it in the tips, but later in the day, it just sort of was more in my mind of Monash. This time last year, this horse was just on fire, winning. So the way that ran on and ran second, paying hay for the place, huge missed opportunity there. And then even in Sydney, like Lordster paid 15, that was excellent. And with Don Juan, place getter paid 4, Equilibrius place getter paid 2. It was really should have maximised more out of that. So I'll have to rejig the betting amount. So just look at whether it's like 10, 15 bets overall, not the $1.50 bets. But anyway, that was last week. So 78 back for the 50. Excellent profits. And then Sport, we were sort of unlucky. Essendon were covering that 40-point line easily the whole way, and then it blows out, and then Gold Coast get that 1 point with like 10 seconds to go to put it to 41 points. And we already didn't have Ben Long as a goal kicker, so didn't get bonus bets back there. Crucial, missed that. So overall racing got back 78 for the 50, and Sport got back nothing for the 20. Overall, we're still sitting at around a 4% profit range, about 7% up on the racing, and then Sport's probably a few percent down, 2 or 3. So overall, it's 4% up. That same as usual. The share market's rolling along plus 10, so still chasing it as always. So today, Caulfield, John Monash Stakes Day. The spring's sort of starting. I'm going to skip all these early races 1, 2, and 3, because I know that just races 1 and 2. I know that this won't be up within the next half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'll just start where I think I can at least. The races can be live as you're watching. So race 3, so race 3, 1400 metres, 2-year-old open fillies. Zappo was really tough last time. It just looks like a good winning horse. Don't know if Caulfield 100% is like the right place for it, but it did win pretty well last time over a distance that it wasn't its super game plan. 2 Darn Discreet, likes it here, likes it a bit soft. First up, it's a good horse. I just think it goes under the radar a little bit at $8.50, even though will obviously be better a bit later on over like the 1400, 1600, 2000. Sorry, not 1400, 1600, 2000. It's 1400 today. Supercilious is the favourite. Not really sure exactly why. It's a bit of a non-winner. 1 win from 11. It's a good horse, yes, but I'd rather it at Flemington. Don't really want it here. Barrier 1, that just spells trouble. Zappo will be tough. Illy Ivy was blocked for a run a bit last time. It's got a 3-kilo claim. That's all appealing. It's the kind of horse that gets back and probably will find trouble a lot. A lot of horses like in that mould. So yeah, the 6 is value, but there is a bit of a risk there. Mercurial Lady's done nothing wrong. Deserves to be in the frame. Share the Stars. It's only had 2 starts. It's probably going to move into a staying path. Shouldn't be 126 to 1. Probably won't run a place here, but at those odds, it's worth an each way bet to find out, a place bet to find out. I'll just stick with 2 Darn Discreet and Illy Ivy. Zappo, I think it's a little bit too short at the 340. If that was paying more, like it was paying 450, I'd probably, I would jump on. But with this, I think 2 Darn Discreet's got a class edge. I want to have something at 850, and Illy Ivy, the last time was good with a 3-kilo claim. Let's see what it can do, and it's drawn pretty well in barrier 4. So each way on those, and maybe a trifecta, those 2 to road, and then the field to fill the other place, and hopefully it can be an outsider. Race 4, 2,000 metres. This one's interesting purely because you've got Pounding and Jimmy the Bear, who are like clearly the 2 best horses in the race, and then it just drops off a cliff to these other ones. Chihuly doesn't really want it wet, so that sort of would have preferred it dry. Dictionary, I think, is a bit more country style, looking for a country race. Boga Legend is interesting because that's Adipose to learn good staying genes, and it's one of the only ones that's really going to go forward. So that from barrier 1 should go forward. If it's a Caulfield leading day, it's probably not the best class horse in the race, but it should run really well if it gets the right run. And Make It Sweet was pretty decent last time, running on for 6th. Just don't know where it's going to be in the run. If that also went forward and made its own luck and copped a bit of a good run up there, that might also suit. But yeah, that's 1 from 1 on heavy, so it can handle the soft as well. Well, 1 win out of 3 there. I think each way I'll just stick to a small win bet on Jimmy the Bear. He probably will handle this jump up to 2,000. That and pounding probably more 1,600 metre horses thus far. The other one I want to mention is Midnight Glow. It is a bit more of a stayer, so it's good that it's getting out to this distance. Probably not a Caulfield horse as much. It's going to go back and try and run on, but it really loves slow. It responds to slow, and so it's probably one of the only horses in the race that really wants that soft 2,000 metres. So I'll have definitely an each way bet on Midnight Glow in case that dramatically improves. Saving bet on Jimmy the Bear, just purely because it's favourite and it's got the right credentials. And then a Quinella. Actually, we'll do an exacta because it's only really going to pay anything if pounding on Jimmy the Bear don't win. So 4, 8 and 9 to win, and then 1, 2, 4, 8, 9 for second, just in case there's a blousing. Race 5, 2,000 metres, 3-year-old open. Big field, down the bottom, no graded view. Just want to start there. That's 125 to 1. It's had 2 runs, 2 sort of decent 7ths, just running on from the back. 3 kilo claim. That'll come somewhere in a stage race eventually. So it might just be worth $1 the place or something today, just in case it somehow makes up a lot of ground through the back of the field. Momets is a bit of a worrying favourite for me. It's 1-1 from 7. Probably again wants the bigger track of Flemington. Don't know how it's going to go here. Verona Rupes is the one. 4 runs back from a spell. Wants to lead, wants to go forward, which it can easily do from barrier 7. And it's out of Cliff's Edge. It was a really good, tough leader. And that's what we want at Caulfield in general. So I think $5 is good. Much rather that than the 370 on Momets. That's no good. And there's one other one. Stop the Rock I want to mention. Yep, that won really well last time. Defeated Chocolates. It's drawn wide here. Caulfield's not as appealing. Kachink, I'm just going to follow for a place bet because I backed it last time and just don't want to jump off. But I don't think today's the day. It's all about Verona Rupes. Something on American Wolf. It's first up and it looks like a classy horse. Definitely will obviously be better over like 2,800, 2,500, but I think it's worth a bit of a go just because it's a classy horse and the race itself might not be that strong. So small each way American Wolf, bigger each way Verona Rupes, and then equivalent for 1 American Wolf, 5 Verona Rupes, 6 Bring Forth, and 14 No Graded View, just for a bit of a random one. Race 6, the last of the bonus back for second or third. Now this is like a race of the dirty dozen. This is just so many ridiculous form lines. So Rhapsody Chic's totally out of form, but it does like it here at Caulfield, drawn really wide, top weight. Freak of Nature mixes form a little bit, probably on balance wants the wet, which it gets here, but still capable on, it's sort of around a 25% winning strike rate on any of those surfaces. But again, that's 26, that's not even in the market. The Fortune Teller's like way out of form, but it's had a couple of winning trials, but between then it ran last at Swan Hill. Just don't know what it's, they're obviously trying to get it back into form, but it's not really in form at all. It appreciates the slow, but still like it's 3 placings from 10 on good, which isn't great, and then on soft it's like 1 and 1 from 7, so 80 to 1, but it's appealing to try and find out if they can get back to form. Home Rule I think can improve over the 1,400. It's around 1,200 a lot lately, close up without really getting anywhere, but last time only lost by 4 lengths, came from 14th. I think there's a real upside to that, so Home Rule each way will be one that we do. Vale Mountain hasn't really beaten much, but it will go forward, it will make its own luck. Always good at Caulfield, can handle any of the track conditions. Barrier 1, yeah, that's appealing. Blazing Harry, the favourite, not really sure how. 2 wins from 9. Coming down from Sydney, first run at Caulfield, that's all bad. That is all bad news. And so 480, I just would never jump on at all. Hill Rip is another one with Home Rule that I really want to be on. It was a good win 2 starts ago, and just looks like it's probably the best horse in the race like ready for this distance, ready for this class. Badly drawn, but it should just go forward. There's not a whole lot of speed, so that might not be too bad. So yeah, I'll have a go at Heel Rip, have a go at Home Rule, and then a Quinella for 3 the Fortune Teller, 4 Home Rule, 10 Vale Mountain, 13 Heel Rip, 14 Wilmot. And then Larder Shah, that form wasn't too bad, but it's got barrier 1 that's going to go back from, so that makes things really tough. True to form, number 17, again, just not really sure how that's going. Wasn't bad behind my Marble 9 last time. But yeah, it's a race. It's a very tough race. So I'll stick with those 2 and a Quinella. Then race 7 over the 1400. Limsel Toro is really, really due for a win. 3 runs in from a spell. Now, not drawn particularly well here, but still. St. Lawrence, really good first up, second up. Record, likes Caulfield, likes the soft. That's huge value of 26s. Yellow Sand's been winning and doing nothing wrong. Run, Harry, run. It's short-ish at 7s, but doesn't win that often, so we'll overlook. Reinberg, that sort of goes anywhere that St. Lawrence goes, Reinberg goes. Also loves Caulfield, that can't be forgotten at 850. The Open, also excellent Caulfield horse, just excellent horse as a favourite in general. That's paying 480, probably deserves to be the favourite. And then Zoo Sensation, 5 from 23 wins. 5 wins from 23 starts in its career. Won at Caulfield last time, but keep you cool. I will just reserve judgment on that because the form's been a bit mixed. And then El Rocco loves it wet. It's not like it dry. 22 starts on good for 4 placings. Abysmal. Probably worth a place bet today just because it is soft and it's got barrier 1 and you never know. So yeah, each way St. Lawrence the 26s, and then a big Quinella for 1, Limsel Toro 2, St. Lawrence 3, Yellow Sam, 7 Reinberg, 9 the Open, 11 El Rocco. It's a 6-horse one, but there's a lot of outsiders in there beyond, so the 7 to 1 point. And also each way on Limsel Toro, so 1 and 2, and then a small place bet El Rocco, and then the Quinella. Race 8, the Sir John Monash. This is a race of 2 halves, so you got a bunch of horses that are going to go forward, and you got a bunch of horses that are going to go back. So Mrs. Chrissy, Cleo Cat, New York Gloucester, all full of a lot of pace. Recommendation as well. And you got Kalos, Extremely Lucky. I think Extremely Lucky was in this. Yeah, that's in the back marker bracket. So Kalos, Extremely Lucky, Kin, Lingani are all going to go back. In flight's the favourite, down from Sydney. Again, has that in the Caulfield runs. Drawn barrier 7. It's going to go back. I just think that's all not good, especially at that $2.70 price. So I think a few will spend some petrol tickets early. New York Gloucester probably will be attacked by a few. I think recommendation's huge value. We all know how good it was last year. Likes Caulfield, likes it soft. It's all tick, tick, tick. $8.50 after 2 sort of mediocre runs this time. But it was 2 lengths off Neon. Then it ran last at Flemington, but the good track probably wasn't exactly what it wanted, and I think it's worth trying to find out. Could easily return to form here. So each way recommendation. And Lingani, I know it's been running in a weaker race in Adelaide, but the way that it's been winning, it just makes me feel like it's the horse a bit like the name escapes me now, but Title Fighter, that sort of horse that does bob up and win every so often at big odds. If they go too hard in front, it could weave its way through the field. So each way Lingani at 40s, just as a bit of a blowout. But the main bet recommendation for sure at that $8.50 price. And then Mrs. Chrissy also likes Caulfield and isn't out of it at $40 either. So Quinella around 2 recommendation, 7 Mrs. Chrissy. We'll do maybe 9 Cleo Cat and 11 Lingani. And then race 9. Really, really difficult. Just all I'm going to say is just something on Regal Vow, because it's a good Caulfield horse, can handle the soft. Otherwise, it's just too hard a race. Then, so that's Caulfield done. Had a look at round weeks. Couldn't really get around anything. There, missed the first few races. Looked at the next ones. Favourites were questionable. I'll just quickly make a reference to those. So race 4, we had... Actually, we'll go to race 5. So Federer... when it wins really well. When it loses, it burns a lot of punters' cash, so we'll stick away from that. Race 6, Pippi Beach. To me, it's a favourite that is ready to be beaten. Yeah, it also went downhill from there. So no for Randwick, and then Doomben. So let's have a look here. Race 3, Lockyer had a good win last time, but before that it was mixing form. One win from 6th, paying 225. That's all no. I looked at the rest, the field. It's not an overly strong field. What was value? Bang Stick, number 2. It's the second favourite, 340. It's got a 3 kilo claim. It was eased up last time when it won. Really good sign. I just would much rather be on that at 340. I think that's got a lot more to offer. And it's got a bit of a weight pull on Lockyer. So Bang Stick in race 3. Race 4, the favourite is Tough to Muss. 2 wins in a row, going for 3. It might be a bit of a risk at the 1600, and there's a few other horses that are sort of going to improve very soon once the distance is going up and up and up. But yeah, still want to have something on it. And then there was one down at the bottom, Merchant Flyer, which had a lot of wins this time last prep, and then it sort of went off the rails a little bit. But last time it was a return to form, running second. And I just feel like that is the way to go. It's down grade a bit and we'll appreciate the distance. So Tough to Muss and Merchant Flyer in that one. And then race 5, had a look, really couldn't see too much there. Circada, Cadal, Restonica, it was all, just didn't really find any value. Race 6 was the opposite. Sultry Siren is only 1 win from 7 starts. I think that is vulnerable as a favourite at $4. Same for Araminta. So Aolani is the one for me. It's got a 2 kilo claim. It is a first time jockey, so it does worry me a little bit. But it's going to run with 52.5 kilos. It's going to go forward from barrier 9, and it likes to lead. There's not that much pace in the race, so that all added up to a good scenario. So Aolani was the way, and then we'll leave the rest. And then there was one race. I had $3 left, and I was thinking, where can I go? So I had a look at New Zealand. It's a heavy track at Ruakaka, which is always great. We just love looking at races where you can identify the heavy track winners. And even in race 1, there was a horse. Was it race 1 or race 2? Race 2, Iridescent. It's just one. It's paid 10, but it had 2 winning trials. One was on soft, another was on soft. Then it's run third on soft in a maiden. It was $4 that day. It started 10 today on a heavy track, and it's won and paid 10. So huge opportunities, I think, in New Zealand. And yeah, so race 8, just look for the best 3 wet trackers. So number 1, Mr. Fortress, paying $3.50. Number 3, Chicago Dream at $7.50. And number 11, We Found Love at $7.50. So going away from the favourite, Vesfire, 1, 3 and 11, 100%, $3 Quinella. So that's the whole 50. And sports-wise, we're now down 43, so it's really time for a win. So it would have been ideal last night. Collingwood Gold Coast, they had the bonus bet back regardless. I was very keen on the Gold Coast winning. I thought Collingwood were due for a loss and a down spell, and even though they came back, it looked like they were going to win. Somehow Gold Coast got it done. So it would have been nice to do that, but again, like the week was too hectic. Sometimes you just got to pivot. So today, Geelong GWS, just keeping it very simple. Hogan 2 goals, he's back. That's about $1.30. 1 goal for Cadman, I think that was $1.30 in itself. And then there was one other guy. Actually, it escapes me now who it is. I think it's Toby Green, $1.15 for a goal. So yeah, that was $2.10. Thought that wasn't too bad. Expecting GWS probably to win as well. So yeah, 20 on that. Bonus bets back if we can just get 2 out of 3 legs, and hopefully we'll have the bonus bets going into next week. So the spring's sort of starting. Bets up on screen. So John Monash stakes. Sydney's not really that hot today, but Caulfield, there's a few decent horses roaming around. So I'm just hoping to get something around the $50 back. It doesn't have to be a big day. When you're time strapped, you just got to do the best that you can with the resources at hand. So that's what we've done. And on to week 58 next week. And yeah, good luck.
And then came Sweet Liaison as they turned for home. Jefferson, he's been in front every inch of the way. He's out like 2.